I'd like to invite up Gabrielle Traub. She's a board-certified classical homeopath and international best-selling author. Thanks.
My name is Gabrielle Traub. I'm a homeopath, and I'm also a mother of a child with autism. I am deeply grateful to the courageous leadership of Secretary Kennedy and the mothers who came before me, whose voices made it possible for me to stand before you today. I believe that homeopathy should be recognized by HHS as a first-line treatment for autism and many other health conditions. I say this both as a mother and as a practitioner who's witnessed a rapidly growing number of children with autism improve under homeopathic care. Let me share two stories that illustrate what's possible with homeopathy. When I first met this young lady, let's call her Sarah, she was 12 years old with profound autism. Her family had tried everything. She was nonverbal and extremely violent if things didn't go her way. It wasn't safe for her family to care for her at home, so she was placed in multiple institutions, but was expelled from each one. At one facility, she bit the caregivers through the skin into the bone. It took 3 security guards to restrain her. I know this is shocking, but you need to understand the profound struggle these families face. She would smear her feces and menstruation all over the walls. She couldn't do anything to care for herself. Medications failed to help her and caused dangerous weight gain. Through homeopathic care, Sarah's life has been transformed. She communicates her needs, regulates her moods, and manages her own basic self-care. She has discontinued the medications and lost weight. Most importantly, she now lives safely at home alongside her loving family. Another child, Kaleo, came to me at age 9. He was nonverbal, autistic, and suffered from severe epilepsy. His seizures sometimes lasted an hour and often required hospitalization. Since beginning homeopathy, his seizures are now extremely rare. But the changes go far beyond that. His speech has exploded. He makes eye contact, hugs his mother, plays with his sister, and even enjoys trying new foods. His mood, focus, and independence have improved dramatically. Today, Kaleo is thriving in ways his family once thought impossible. Homeopathy cannot alter the genes itself, but it can alter gene expression. There is no masking or suppressing. It helps people, both neurotypical and neurodiverse, become the healthiest versions of themselves that they can be. If you'd like to hear more stories about what's possible with homeopathy, I invite you to watch the documentary Introducing Homeopathy. Research supports these outcomes. Studies show that people who use homeopathy rely on far fewer medications, both for acute and chronic conditions. For children like Sarah and Kaleo, this means less dependence on antibiotics, SRI drugs, and fever-reducing medications like Tylenol. So why should the HHS consider homeopathy as a first line of defense? First, it treats the whole person. A single remedy can help support growth and development, speech, seizures, constipation, sensory issues, sleep, and emotional balance. This makes treatment cost-effective and very simple. Second, homeopathic treatment strengthens the immune system and helps regulate brain biochemistry. Because it addresses root causes, remedies can often be reduced to occasional use over time. Only minute quantities are required, eliminating the risk of drug shortages. And third, homeopathic medicines are easy to take, even for children on the spectrum. We have a very high level of compliance. And finally, homeopathy is safe, non-addictive, and virtually free of all side effects. We also have research evidence. Observational studies in India and randomized control studies in Switzerland demonstrate measurable benefits for autism and ADHD. I've printed out the references on the table over there you can look at. Nobel laureate scientists such as Dr. Luc Montagnier and Dr. Brian Josephson, both proponents of homeopathy, have called for increased funding for research. Even farmers worldwide use homeopathy to treat livestock, where placebo effects cannot be the explanation, especially if you're just putting the remedies into their feed. Homeopathy has a long and distinguished track record in both epidemics and serious chronic diseases. If made as a first-line therapy, it will reduce healthcare costs, lessen reliance on pharmaceuticals, and leave a legacy of health for our children. As a practitioner, I've seen these transformations homeopathy makes possible. As a mother, I know how deeply these transformations matter and how urgently they are needed. We owe it to the American people to move beyond debate and step into action. This is not just professional, it's profoundly personal. Our children cannot wait. The moment is here. It's time for homeopathy to stand where it belongs, at the heart of American healthcare. Thank you very much.